system of this world is built in such a way that the wealth is already available, the money you need is already available, whatsoever you are interested in getting in this life is already available, especially in the hands of the people. All you need to do is to know how to get it. Everything you see around you, just look at it with the eyes of wealth. It starts from your mindset, start from your mentality, and once you begin to do that, guess what will happen? The opportunity that are hidden within these things and the wealth that is created and hidden within these things will begin to open themselves to you. Where you are right now, that thing you are doing, there's so much wealth in it. Perhaps maybe there's not much wealth in it, but there's so many wealth around that is coming around and going. Probably you are not seeing. The particular key you are supposed to use to hack into this system is called leverage. The power of leverage. Let me say creation of wealth takes how to make, how to manage, and how to multiply. It is not enough for you to learn how to make money. If you can't manage it, then the money goes down. Today we're going to be showing you ways you can hack legitimately into wealth system. Remember, the world entirely is built up of wealth. The people around you, the resources, whatsoever you see around you is built up of what? Wealth. A lot of wealth and resources are there in this world. Just like I always tell people, the system of this world is built in such a way that the wealth is already available, the money you need is already available, whatsoever you are interested in getting in this life is already available. It's not that when you want to get it, God send it down from the heaven to you. No, it's already available, especially in the hands of the people. All you need to do is to know how to get it. Now, we are going to be making this like a series. I don't know how long it will take us, but I don't want to be spending long time. So today we're going to be looking at some specific aspect of it. How do you hack legitimately, remember the word legitimately, into wealth system? Now let me start with the fact that look at the entire world as a wealth system, right? Everything you see, just look at it as wealth. Even me that you are looking at right now, just look at me as wealth, full of wealth. Do you understand? So, and until you start to look at situations like this, problems, difficulties, everything you see around you, just look at it with the eyes of wealth. It starts from your mindset, start from your mentality, and once you begin to do that, guess what will happen? The opportunity that are hidden within these things and the wealth that is created and hidden within these things will begin to open themselves to you. They will begin to open themselves to what? To you, and you're definitely going to be able to recognize it. But by the time you think money is hidden somewhere or is not close to you, then the system is far from you. Like, that's what your mindset is telling you. Where you are right now, that thing you are doing, there's so much wealth in it. Perhaps maybe there's not much wealth in it, but there's so many wealth around that is coming around and going. Probably you are not seeing. Now, how do you think about this deeply? Let's begin to boil it down. I call the system leverage, or I will say I call how you're going to use the hack, the key. The particular key you're supposed to use to hack into the system is called leverage. The power of leverage. A few minutes ago, I think I posted something like that. I made a live voice note on my status and I customized it, post it on my channel, on my Facebook page. That's AA Kabir, right? And I tell you, the power of leverage can never be overemphasized, because whatsoever I'm looking at right now, just like I'm looking at you watching me, you are one of my leverage. Like, you are like a key that I can use to unlock so much wealth. Myself, I can be a key that you can use to unlock so much wealth. Now let's begin to boil it down and see how this works. To start with, these keys are many. These leverages that forms the key that you can use to open the system, to hack into the system of wealth creation legitimately. It's just like there are so many. Number one is what we call OPM. OPM means other people's money. Just like I told you earlier, this has to do with, in fact, the entire building is made up of, the main thing from the entrance is people. It's people. And that's why I always encourage people to always learn how to deal with people. People management. Perhaps you are in school right now, or you are out of school. If you don't know how to relate to people and manage people very well, the possibility that you get what you want out of this world might just almost close to impossible, based on the fact that whatsoever you are looking at is actually in the hands of those people. So you need to find a way to get it. And how do you find the way? Like I said earlier, the key, one of the keys that I've mentioned is the power of leverage. One of the power of leverage, which serves as the key, is actually other people's money. Now look around you, look around the world. We have people with so much money, starting from, I think, politicians. I don't want to use them from the start, like business people, business owners. In fact, anybody you see in your society today is having at least some money or the other. They mustn't even have so much, like they mustn't even have so much money before you start thinking on how to tap from that their money. But legitimately, like I said, what we teach is how you can actually, of course we use the word hack, but there is a way that you need a legitimate key to be able to hack legitimately. And one basic thing, even before I continue, that you can use to get this key is when you have the knowledge of where the key exists and how you get the key, so that you can use it as a power of what? Leverage. Now look around you. Whosoever you see have some level of money. And guess what? Sometimes, look at it, for example, when banks happens to do some deduction from people's accounts, even if it's maybe 5 naira, and they happens to deduct for maybe like 10 million people, guess how much is that? That's 5 times 10. That's a huge amount of money already. So, and when you underrate people, you think these people don't have money. I will tell you for free that most of the successful people I know got their money from the poor. Do you understand? It's like a system, like I told you, and you need to find a way to hack into that system. And one of the easiest way you can do it is to first of all learn how to do the hack. Because if you don't start looking at people around you like wealth, definitely you won't even be seeing it, when it probably the wealth is just staring at your eyes. Now, if you can have a product, for example, you can have a product to sell to, say, maybe we have over 200 million people in Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken. So let's say out of these 200 people, you can have a product that you sell to maybe just 5 million out of them, and maybe each of them can afford to give you maybe 10,000. Out of the 10,000, maybe you have 5,000 or 3,000 as a profit, and you sell it to 5 million people. Now do the mathematics, press your calculator. 3,000 times 5 million people. Look at the answer. But the problem now is that you probably don't even know anything. You don't have any product, you don't have any services. We are coming to that. But what I'm telling you is that there's always a hack that you can make. There's always a way you can hack into the system. And one of the ways is what? Is by knowing that money exists in people, wealth exists in people, and you need to find a way of hacking into the money. Because, okay, let me give you one of the ways, because as I keep explaining this, somebody might not understand, and you might probably be mistaking the hack word I'm using. Take what we call debt, for example, loan, for example. So assuming you are in business and you understand what you are doing, you have the knowledge of the business, and the business is giving you revenue, is giving you profits. So for example, you have somebody that said, okay, I have 50 million, I have 10 million, I have 20 million, 25 million, 30 million, depending on the amount the person have. And of course, depending on also your ability to be able to prove that you know what you are doing, you know what you are saying, you know the business you are doing, you are an expert in this business. Do you understand? You need to be able to prove it to people. People won't give you their money if you don't know what you are doing. And that's, again, the hack. I said one of the major hack is to understand what you are doing and understand that this thing I'm doing can produce money, and you have a proof for it. I am telling you that people are right now having a lot of money which they dump in the bank. They don't know what to do with it. At times you don't necessarily need to go to the bank to to take loans. You don't need to get to the bank to take loans. We have people that they are watching you right now. They've been watching you all your life to see what you are doing and how you are doing it. When we started e-commerce, at a point we had some people that used to bring as low as 50,000, 100,000, even more than that. At a point we stopped taking it because we managed to learn how to multiply our own little capital, and that's one of the best way to go, by the way, especially when you are starting. You know, the process of creation of money, the creation of wealth, let me say creation of wealth, takes how to make, how to manage, and how to multiply. It is not enough for you to learn how to make money. If you can't manage it, then the money goes down. That has to do a lot with your expenses. So, and for all the successful people I know, all the wealthy people I know, they have to master the art of these three processes, which is you make, you manage, and you multiply. That probably is a long lesson, but the reason why I brought that in here is for you to understand that, see, there's a lot, and people are watching you. Like I said, if you start a business, how long does it take you? And if you are starting from the scratch, you might not necessarily need to take people's money. The possibility that you fail from the start is usually very, very high. So you might want to experiment with your own money if you have any. And like I tell people, I think I made a video on the fact that you don't need to depend on capital or even getting money to start a business. There's several ways you can start a business. I also made a video on you should get a mentor to teach you how you can start a business without money. You can have an idea and somebody wants to invest in that idea. You can have a skill and somebody wants to invest in that skill. The person will throw money at you. You can have a vision. You know, you have some opportunities around you that some other persons don't have. People want to throw money at it. You have a talent, you have a gift, you can cook very well. What stops you from cooking for people that will easily throw money? Because some people can't cook, they don't have the time, they are busy. That's another topic. Let me not digress much, but understand that there's money in people. And if you understand the hack, take for example this depth of a thing. Now I want to basically discuss hacking into what? People's money today, other people's money. And I like you to understand that other people's money is as good as yours, if only you know how to take it and how to use it. Because once people can trust you as much as possible, I think I made a video in the past that is telling people that if you have integrity and trust, that's already money. In it of integrity and trust, for you to have integrity and trust is already money. That's currency. Because in places like in our own part of the continent where I live in, it is very hard for you to trust people with money. So if you can have that trust, you can build it and you develop it over time, and people can see that you really have this trust. It doesn't take them anything to even ask you to keep some part of their money. Sometimes the money might be big, and then you leverage. Do you understand? Sometimes you might not even necessarily need to borrow people's money to leverage on it, because they trust you and they can keep this money with you for some time. Then you leverage on it. You can take their permission, fine. I don't know if you understand, but again, if the person cannot give you for free or cannot give it to keep, then you can take debt. Now we have what we call positive and negative debt. You know, this most times debt has to do with people, right? You must not necessarily go to the bank. Maybe bank is also debt, but they time it loan. We are coming to there. But understand that you can use debt to better your life. You can use debt. Some of you have been working over the years, even in the organization where you work. They trust you so much that they can give you some money in advance. They can pay you in advance. You can even take a loan, some amount, what we call it, corporate organizations, that you even keep some of part of your money there. But the problem is that you don't know how to help yourself. You don't have any knowledge, like I said earlier. Because for you to be able to do this, you need to be smart. Like I tell people, do you know that I have this habit of never ever trying to do that thing they call contribution? I never did it anywhere. When I get to some places where I work, I saw people putting their money together, trying to do one or two, you know, like trying to contribute. They give this person and all that. Do you understand that? Contribution. I never did it. But if I should ever do some of those things, I will find a way to hack into the system by taking loans. Of course, my money is there, and part of the other people's money that is there, I can take it to what? To start something. And I tell you, some of you think that it's not everybody that will be an entrepreneur. Well, if you are fine working at a job, is okay with me. But I just tell you that you can never become wealthy if you still take a paycheck. If by the end of the month, by the end of the week or daily, somebody had to sign the amount of money you can take, then you can never become rich. Those people will never have as much money to give you to become rich. So that's why it's very important to always think about how to hack into the system legitimately and leverage on the resources that are available to you. Like I said earlier, this money, even when we are saying there is no money in the country, the economy is hard, let me ask you a question. Do you think that all the money we have, all the money we used to have before now, when the economy was good, when people like Yar'Adua in our country, Nigeria, was alive, ruling this country, all the money we had then, where did they take it to? Thank you for joining us, Mr. Yunusa. And please, just ask yourself some of these questions. Some of the presidents that came and went, gone, the money that was available at that time, did they take it somewhere? The money are still available with people. And even when they take it abroad, let me tell you that there are certain things that you can still do to take the money from abroad back to where you are. There's a lot of ways you can attract money to yourself. Do you know, even the money that was not in this country, because some of us now, we trade outside the country, in other countries like Zambia, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, countries like that, even Ghana, we trade and earn Ghana cedis. Do you understand? So it's like you are bringing some other person's money there back home. Why? Because you have learned how to hack the system. You know what to do. That's why I tell people, thank you for joining us, Mr. Kabiru. That's my namesake. Thank you for joining our live session. If you are getting value, please go to the comment section and type, I'm getting value, I'm getting value. Help us to say whatever you think about my presentation. Perhaps it will help me get better. Always, feedback is good for me, right? So, you must learn how to hack into the system. Yes, people have money, a lot of money. For you, you don't know how to get it. You can simply start by taking a debt or by somebody trusting you to give you their money. They entrust you with the money and you can use it to start something. By the way, like I advised earlier, you might want to start something else probably to bring money. If you have a talent, if you have anything else to give you money, because some people can even dash you. Do you know, people gift you money. Instead of you to think of what to do with it, you only think about spending. And that's why I said debt can either be a bondage for you or an opportunity for you to grow. Can either be a prison for you or the road that will take you to wealthiness. Like, bringing wealth, so much wealth to you, to becoming rich. If you don't know how to, because take for example, when you take a debt, the only thing you think about is how to finance your lifestyle, how to take more liabilities. Liabilities mean that things you buy with the money that can only take more money from you, that doesn't bring money back into your pocket. Like seriously, this is one of the hacks. If you are ever, look at yourself carefully. If you take your salary, if you are a salary earner, or if you earn from your business, a chunk of your money, right, at least, if not for anything, 20 to 30% of your money, at least the least 10% of your money should go into investment, should go into your future, should go into learning. The how is usually what is killing a lot of us. Because if you know how to get people's money, they will give you willingly. If you have an idea that people will want to invest in, people will bring this money, throw at it. Sometimes people ask me, "Oga, please, can I invest in your business?" And by the way, myself, I'm still learning how to use people's money. Because the trick is, if you don't learn how to use the money, it become a prison for you, like I said. It become a debt, a bad debt, like I said. Do you now understand? So, as much as possible, I need to learn how to use people's money before taking it, so that it will not become a bad debt on my head. Now, like I said, if anytime you have money or you have access to people's money, if you only can invest in something else that will bring money, take for example real estate. Even though it's not a cash flow stuff that can bring money consistently, but you can, a real estate company for example, you can secure a land that maybe is 5 million, and after maybe 3-5 years that same land can multiply up to 50 million, 100 million, or even above, depending on the location, right? So assuming you take this money from somebody else, within these years you can afford to give, depending on your agreement, 5%, 7%, 10% of whatsoever you are earning. Is it annually or is it monthly? It depends on your agreement. Now, like I said, real estate might not be good for you if you are a starter. Why? Because you need a cash flow system. This person might not be patient enough for 3 years. They might, and mostly people that will borrow you their money, they want to take it back, most cases on monthly basis, with their interest, or perhaps their interest depending on the agreement. But what I'm telling you is that all these things are possible, and you can learn how to hack into doing that. Nobody stops you. You just need to learn how to do it. People have money, they don't even know what to do with it. They just go to the bank, open an account and put it there. Guess what the bank are doing? They use this money to loan it to others, and those other persons bring back the profit generated from it. Say for example, maybe they are taking up to 10, 15 or 20% from the person they loaned your money to. Then they might even be giving you less than 1% of the 20% probably they collected from the person that used the money for business. I don't know if you get. Sometimes you think some of these things are impossible. I don't have money, and that's where your story ends. Don't think about what you don't have. Think about what you can have and how you can have it. Like, one of the simplest things I tell people is that go and get a mentor and learn. If it will take you 1 or 2 years to gather money, is it 150, is it 200,000, is it 300,000, is it 1 million, that you will pay your mentor, or even more depending on where you are right now. But you can always start from right there. I made a video about what is stopping you from where you want to, where you want to be. What is actually stopping you from getting to where you want to be? Go and watch the video. Please always look for my handles are at @AA_Kabir. Just look at my handles, you will see some of these videos. You can go on YouTube and search. See, the truth is, if you learn the how, then doing it is not a problem. You just need to discipline yourself and get it done. But people are already doing these things and they get wealthier every day. Like I told you, you might think you don't have money, or people around you don't have money, but the rich actually get money from the poor, a lot of money, because it is the poor that are doing the work. I'm coming to that topic. Like I said, this will be like a series. We're going to be telling you how do you hack into any system where money exists. Perhaps you don't know where money are. One of the things I'm telling you today is that money exists in people, every person you see, because everybody have a need. They have something they want. As you woke up this morning, you have eaten food. Somebody sold that food to you. So you only need to position yourself in such places where you are linked into the system. Like I said, you can hack into the system, but legitimately. Always get me right. Hacking meaning that you have the key and you know how to leverage and you get it done. Some of your friends even have money and they are willing to give you because they trust you, but you don't have any idea on what to do with it. Just like them, if you want to stand out today, just go and learn how to do it. Even people that do not know you will come and throw their money at you. Oga, help me manage this my money. By the way, I'm also into real estate, right? On a low key, we are coming out. So learn. Like I always tell people, learn how to do it. The more you learn, the more you earn. That's the truth. You might think there's any devil or there's people around disturbing your village people. No, sometimes that village people, they are inside your head. The thoughts you are having, you don't even believe you can make it. You are not seeing the opportunities. When you see people, you don't see money. And that's why even sometimes ago, I changed my approach to attending to people. I almost address everybody with honor. You don't know who is who. And even if you think somebody does not have money, that little that they have that they can support you to do one thing or the other, assuming that you can gather up to 500,000, 1 million, or even 5 million people to support you in one dream that you believe in. Just let me give you a case study. What is happening now with Very Dark Man in Nigeria? He started an NGO. You can't imagine how much people have sent. Even people send as low as 100 naira. Understand some of these statistics. It's as easy as that. You just need to learn how to hack into it. Now, people like Very Dark Man, how did he hack into the system? First and foremost, he appeared like he helped people to solve their problem. That's where he started from. He didn't start with the money. Even the money he have right now is not his. It's for the NGO, but he's in charge. He decided, he cut it short. What happened to the money? That's why I'm telling you that millions and billions of people are waiting with their billions of naira, waiting for you in their account, just for you to announce what you can do. And they'll help you. Just when they estimate the richest people on earth today, and they are telling you that, look at, this is their net worth, most times is OPM, other people's money. It is not their own money. Get it right. Don't let me laugh at you. See, even me, you might ask me now that, oh, okay, since you know they are other people's money, what are you doing about it? Yes, we are getting there. In fact, we've done a lot. Like I told you earlier, when I started business some years back, I took people's money, even my friends, 50,000, some of them free, 100,000, some of them on 5%, some of them on 10%, depending on how you agree. I was willing to risk it. Sometimes it was tough, but we still did it, and we are still doing it. Do you know that at a point, even when you want to give me up to maybe 5 million, I say no, because I can afford that, and I need to manage that to grow to some level too, and I'm still growing. So if you want to give me money now, give me big money that I can manage better. Don't come and give me what is nothing and I can't do much with it, and then you come to disturb me later. You see, we are growing, like I told you. So most of the things I do is what I come out here to teach you, and you can also do the same. The problem probably with you is that you don't know what to do, you are confused, you are not learning, you are not willing to learn, and probably you even feel that you can't have any help anywhere, that nobody have money. Perhaps what you are believing right now is that there is no money in Nigeria. What a big lie. So much money, people have money. You don't know, they have. So we are going to stop here. Don't be an educated illiterate. Whatsoever I've taught you, begin to think deeply. What exactly can I start doing? Who are the people I need to start connecting with? What do I need to start to do to attract people to give me money? Like I told you, money starts from idea. Like, you do something, just look around you, look at the internet. I've seen people just come up with a simple thing to do, and a lot of money come rushing to them. It's a reward. Don't think about having money first before you do that thing. It means you don't know about the hack. It means you don't know the leverage. So until tomorrow, my name is A. Kabir. If you are meeting me for the first time, today is day 33. Is it day 33 of our live video session? We are doing this for 1,000 days, right? I am in case you don't know, your Africa's most sought after and influential entrepreneur and business coach. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.